Hey there, it's Pete with GCI Turf. Hope you're having a great day today. A couple of things right quick. Don't forget about my giveaway, my Christmas gift. It's going to be a big deal. It's a Y Bravo mower. It's going to be an Echo SRM 225. I think that's the one I have. A steel backpack blower. And of course, you know, I ain't told you all this. I've been kind of giving you a little bit here and there. But I like to build that anticipation, kind of make a little excitement out of it. So that's 3 of the things. I've got about 3 or 4 more things that's going to be with that. So it's going to be a really, really big giveaway. You got to be subscribed to my YouTube channel, and you have to be on my email list. Look at that shirt right there, Dwight D. Eisenhower. My buddy Nick sent me that. It's the name of one of those big old humongous ships that we have in our military that we use to defend our country. At least I think that's what that one is. I know a lot of the ships have different purpose, but I got this shirt right here from him. I'm gonna tell you what, I want to give you a special thank you to our men and women that serve in our military that help us to have this awesome thing that we call freedom in this country that we live in. Now look right here. You don't see the first stripe in any of my yard right now, do you? There ain't no stripes, none, zero, zilch. Look at it. No matter what angle you look at, no matter which way you look at it from, nothing. In the shade, in the sun, front yard, backyard, side yard, it don't matter. There's no stripes right now. Well, I could take my drone up and follow that guy, but of course I'd probably go to jail for a long time, so I'm not going to. Whew, that is a shaky ride, dude. Holy cow. There's no way I'd get in that thing. So Pete, I thought you was all about those stripes. Well, yeah, I like it. I prefer it that way, but I'm about a month maybe post aeration and seeding, and I always like to push mow my yard. 17,000 square feet. Use a 25-inch or 21-inch push mower. Doesn't bother me one bit to do that. It's good exercise too. I just like mowing all the little young baby grass with a push mower. That's just my preference. I don't like putting a big heavy mower on it. And I do not like using my big league striping roller, because the last thing I want to do is lay that brand new baby grass flat down on the ground, or I don't even want to tilt it one way. Come up here in the front yard, you get the exact same thing. We're looking at it into the sun, and then when we turn around and look at it with the sun to our back, typically this is when you would see the stripes, but you see nothing. It's all one solid, uniform, dense color of dark green. So the reason I'm even taking the time to put this video together is I read 2 comments. One on my Instagram page. A guy said, I don't know what's the big deal with all these stripes in their yard, and blah, blah, blah. Comment on the picture that I put on there. That's completely cool. He absolutely has a right to an opinion. And then I read something on, I think it was a YouTube comment. I think that comment was on that Allet mower video I posted a little bit ago. And kind of the same thing is, really don't see the big deal in stripes and all that. And you know what? You guys are exactly right. Well, what do you mean, Pete? I thought you was a striping dude and all that. But yes, that's right. I absolutely love my yard when it's all striped up. The sun is hitting it just right, and it's shining in all its glory, for lack of better words. I absolutely love that look. You know, I grew up playing baseball, and as part of playing baseball, you played on some really nice baseball fields, and those things were always striped up and manicured and looked incredibly good. You had the different mowing patterns going on, and that just stuck with me all these years. And on top of that, I really like a highly maintained, manicured yard. As part of that maintenance in my yard and on our properties, I simply prefer the striped look. It can really be a showstopper. To me, there's nothing like riding down the road and just seeing a yard that is just so breathtaking and so different and so loud and so eye-catching that you almost have to stop and look at it. I can't tell you how many times I've been riding down the road and see one of those yards and I had to turn the truck around and go back and take a second look. So not only does it give you that high-end appearance or highly maintained look, but it also allows you to use the creativity in your mind that God gave you. And man, that can lead to all kinds of cool things because we as people are just super creative. When it comes to striping a yard, the sky is really the limit. So over the past 2 years on my YouTube channel, I've showed you a very small drop in the bucket as to what is possible. I think 2020 is going to bring something totally new and totally different as far as striping goes in my own personal yard. Now, after all of that, I can still honestly say, and I really feel this way, is you don't have to have stripes in your yard in order for it to look good. There's also a lot to be said about a yard that's 100% uniform in color. By taking the stripes away, that's what you end up with. Nothing but a sea of green for a yard. I also can say this, I can't tell you how many times I've had to stop the truck and turn around and go look at a yard a second time, and that yard didn't have the first stripe in it one, but it was such a rich, dark, deep green that I just had to take a second look. So I honestly think this is one of those to each his own type thing. I don't think that you have to stripe the yard and for it to look good, and I don't think you have to not stripe it and it look good. You can see right here, the yard looks pretty dang good right now. Humbly saying, it looks pretty good, and there's not the first stripe in it one. Nothing but good old thick tall fescue, and it's all one color simply because I've chosen not to put the light and dark lines in the yard right now. So could I go all year with my yard like this? Well, of course I could if I wanted to, but you know me, I like the stripes. I like the big, bold, in-your-face look, right? But at the same time, that way is not the only way. So that leads me to one other thing. One of the other reasons, yes, the main reason is because I didn't want to put a heavy mower on this brand new baby grass. And the second reason is I'm kind of setting the yard up for my last mowing video. And the last mowing video I think it's going to be pretty cool. Now it's been about 2 weeks since I've mowed. It's probably going to be another week or so before I actually do this mowing video. So I'm allowing the yard to get a little bit bushy and a little bit shaggy. That way when I do mow it this last time, those stripes are sure to show up nice and dark. So hey, again, a lot of my mowing videos, you'll hear me talk about striping. You'll hear me promote the Big League striping kit. I've got a great relationship with those guys. I've still got that 10% coupon if you want one. But at the end of the day, striping a yard is not an absolute must, okay? I'm not the guy who's gonna tell you, you gotta stripe your yard or it's just not gonna look good. You just won't get that from me. I think different folks like a different look in their yard. If you don't like stripes, that's cool. If you do like stripes, that's cool. Say, be sure and subscribe so that you won't miss this last video. It's gonna be something totally and completely different. You've never ever seen me do this in my yard before, and I think it's gonna be a shocker to some of you. You're gonna be like, whoa, what the heck's he doing? And some of you probably gonna think it's super cool. I think it's gonna be super cool, and I cannot wait to do it, cannot wait to show you. Get your bale right. you know, that little bell you click on YouTube, so when I post a video, you know it's there. You better get that bell right so you don't miss this video. Check you later.